Hey there, memory keepers. Welcome to Sherry Stamp Treasures. Today I thought I'd share a little bit about my project life process. If you've followed my blog, then you know that I love project life and the whole simplicity of it, and the fact that it has allowed me to document so much of our lives quickly and easily. So obviously the first step is organizing and printing your pictures, and to be honest, this is probably the most time-consuming and difficult step. But once you have a system in place and you are printing regularly, it is super easy. All right, so I encourage you to get that in place and to figure out the best way to print for you is. I personally print from home. I have an Epson Photomate Charm printer. It's a PM300 printer. It prints only 4x6 photos, but the quality is amazing. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but the pictures turn out great. So I'm really happy with that, and that's what works for me. The cost per print is probably double what you would pay elsewhere, but for me it's the convenience of having it at home and doing it whenever I want. There are lots of different photo option or printing options out there, so just find what works best for you and just have them printed. So you can see that all my pictures are 4x6, but some of them include 2 3x4 photos. So that's what I do, is I go through, I edit any of my pictures and I print them. So that's the first step. The next step is to go through and cut them down. So any of the ones that were 2 pictures on a 4x6, I cut them down to the 3x4. All right, and then I organize them in piles. So these are pictures from our Mediterranean trip back in May. So you can see that I've got piles. This is Cairns, this is Pisa, this is Rome. So I've got them in piles ready to go into the page protectors. And if that was the end of my chunk of time, then what I would do is I would just put these into piles like this in consecutive order and then file them away until the next time I have time. All right, so then the next step is to put them into page protectors. So I've taken out some pieces some pages from my current album. So you can see this is the month of May. This is the last completed page that I have. So this was right before we left on our trip. And then if I flip it over, okay, so this is the back side of that, and this is in here. I don't know that I'll use it or not, but I've put it in there just in case. So you can see what I do is I slide my pictures into the pockets. And another page. And I don't worry necessarily about positioning right now. So you can see that that slid in there. Obviously that picture doesn't go that way, that picture goes this way, but I'll worry about that. That's my next step, okay? So you can see that I've got a few pictures tucked into here, but no cards. So that's the next step. The next step would be to go through and pick out the cards that I want to use and slide them into the pockets. So you can see that, like I said, this doesn't need to be done all at once. You can do it in steps. So the next step would be to pick your card collection. So I haven't decided for sure, but I think I might be using the Hello Lovely card collection from Stampin' Up! And the accessory pack to document this trip. So I would basically pick, so for example, for this one, I would go through, I'd find a card collection or a card that I liked, and I would slide it in. I suppose this pocket's on the other side. So I'd go through and okay, where's the pocket here? There we go. So I would slide the card in like that, and I would fill all the pockets. So that would be my next step. And then I would go back and I would do some journaling or embellish the cards. So again, you just need small chunks of time, small pieces of time. I wouldn't even say chunks of time, because I wouldn't consider a 15-minute interval to be a chunk of time. Just whatever works for you, and it's easy to just tuck that into your album, close it up, put it away. There's not a huge mess to clean up. That's what's so great about project life. You need so few supplies, And it can be done like this without having to pull out everything and have a 12 by 12 layout sitting there and not having anything stuck down, and then you need to go make dinner. But you've got your supplies on the dining room table. So you got a little bit of a predicament there. So that is why Project Life, or just one of the many reasons why I love Project Life so much. So I hope that's inspired you to give it a try. If you have any questions, feel free to post a comment below or send me a message. All right, thanks for watching.